Hey there, this is LaQuita with QuitabugHandmaids.com. Thank you so much for joining me today and welcome to the second feature of March Club Quitabug. I will be spotlighting the Amazing Life stamp set. So this set is from the 2019 Occasions catalog. I'm excited to share this stamp set with you and also the free card kit that I've got to go along with it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video and I'll give you all the details about Club Quitabug as we go. So the Amazing Life stamp set is actually available in my online store as a bundle. So when you purchase the bundle, you get the Amazing Life stamp set and our new stitched rectangle dies. I love these dies. You don't need these dies to complete the free card kit that I've got to go along with this Amazing Life stamp set. But if you're going to purchase the stamp set, you might as well get the dies because you save 10% when you get the bundle. So it's a very, very good value. And look at all these different dies. I absolutely love them. I love them. So I did die cut everything for you in the kit. So you don't need them, but you might as well bundle and save, right? So in addition to the Amazing Life stamp set, I am using the Brights Stampin' Write Marker Collection. I love the Brights. It's definitely my favorite collection, color collection that we have. I'll also be using my bone folder, just a little bit of tear and tape. You could use regular old Scotch tape for what I'm going to use the tear and tape for, but I am going to use tear and tape. Snail adhesive, my paper snips, Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and some Stampin' dimensionals. And I will have this supply list available for you down below the video in the video description, also over on today's coordinating blog post, which is linked in the video description. And I will also insert a quick little photo, and you can take a screen grab of the supply list if that's easier for you. So remember, all you have to do to receive my free Club Quitabug card kit anytime is simply place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. Make sure that you use the host code that I've got somewhere here on the screen. That way I know that you're wanting to receive this free card kit. And even if your order is less than $40, just always use that host code when placing your order because I also use that code as a way to provide you guys with other free gifts each month. And just don't use that code if your order is $150 or greater because I want you to receive your Stampin' rewards and you will still qualify to receive my free card kit. And don't forget, we are down to the wire. The last bit of celebration, it will be coming to an end March 31st, 2019. So just a couple of weeks away. So you might as well bump your $40 order up to $50 so that in addition to receiving my free card kit, you can also choose a celebration goodie. So when you receive your consumable kit in the mail as a gift from me to you, it will be neatly packaged. All of the consumable supplies that you need will be included in the kit. There's also envelopes in the kit, and then a full color PDF at the back that has photographs of each of the projects and then also all of the measurements and a full supply list so that if you want to recreate these projects in the future, you easily can. So I have 4 projects for you in this kit. We've got 3 cards and then 1 3D project. So here is the first card, and you can see those stitched rectangles. Aren't they so cute? So this card says, "Life's too short to say no to cake." I love this card. It's bright, it's clean, it's colorful, just a really, really fun card. And I love the stitching and then all of the elevation with the dimensionals. So fun. And then here is card number 2. It says, "Good luck, I believe in you." I love this card. I love the gold. I haven't used gold foil in forever, and I just had so much fun using my Stampin' Write markers. I've been using blends so much, it was nice to use those again. And then here's card number 3. It says, "So happy to have you in my life." I think that's such a sweet sentiment. And this card is just so pretty and girly. I love it. So there's card number 3. And then here is the 3D project. So it's this cute little gusseted gift bag. Isn't that so much fun? I love it. So it says happy birthday, and then you've got the cute cake. And I designed this little gift bag to coordinate with this card so that you have a full little gift set in this kit. So you can give this card, you can put little treats inside of this bag, candy, a gift card and some candy, a little mini bath set. I mean, there's actually quite a few things that you could come up with to fit inside of this bag, but you've got a perfect little birthday gift set ready to go. Love it. So I'm just gonna take out my supplies for card number 1, and we're gonna get started. So you will notice that there is a little embellishment bag, so just keep that handy because we're gonna use those little embellishments as we make a couple of the projects. So I forgot to mention I will be using my piercing mat to give my photopolymer stamps a nice cushion so that I get the best image. So if you don't have this, you might want to add it to your list, or you could also use a mouse pad. I'm going to bring in my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I've got my 2 pieces of Whisper White that I'm stamping on, and I'm going to start first by stamping my sentiment, "Life's too short to say no to cake." I actually don't eat cake, so I do say no to cake, but I eat cheesecake. I just don't eat regular cake. I just don't like the texture, but anyways, it's a fun sentiment. Okay, so then I'm gonna stamp the cake. Okay, and I'm gonna stamp that sort of in the center here on this little stitched rectangle. There we go. Ooh, that's stamped nicely. So I'm gonna bring in my Brights Stampin' Write markers. I love these markers, and these, the case that I have them in, you can leave them in the little package that they come in. The package that they come in is great, but I did take them out of that package, and I'm using our clear stamp case. So I'll have these linked below the video description and also over on today's blog post if you're interested in these. They come 4 in a package, but like I said, the container that the Stampin' Write markers come in is perfectly fine. I just like to keep them in this. So I am going to use Melon Mambo, the brush tip, to color in my word cake. And one thing to remember when you're using these Stampin' Write markers is these are not alcohol markers, okay? So they're not gonna color the same as it would if you're using your blends. And so you don't want to just keep coloring over the same part of your paper over and over and over, because it's gonna start to peel your paper. These aren't alcohol markers, so just quick strokes, get it colored in, and you're good to go. Okay, so I've got my cake word colored in there, and then now I'm gonna go in and I'm just going to go over the little squiggles of the cake, the little loops. Okay, there we go. Then I'm going to come in with Daffodil Delight and just color my candle. And then I want to just go over these little dots here with a little stroke of daffodil. Okay, isn't that fun? And then Mango Melody for my flame. And that's it. Pretty simple, easy coloring. You can see it there. Really easy. So for my card base, I've got a piece of thick Whisper White. I'm just going to fold that over. The Whisper White will come pre-scored for you just because it's so thick. It just works better if it's pre-scored for you. And then I'm going to use my snail adhesive and go ahead and add this onto my Melon Mambo. So for this kit, I focused on the Brights, like I said. I was excited to focus on a color collection. Last time, my last kit, the Petal Palette kit, I focused on the Regals. So I was excited to do the same thing, but using the Brights. And I know I only used some of the Brights, but still, it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to do dimensionals on this layer. You could just lay this layer perfectly flat, but you guys know that I love dimension. Okay, and I'm just going to pop that right in the center. There we go. And then I'm going to add this little cake onto my stitched Daffodil Delight. I'm gonna add that on with dimensionals as well. So again, the beauty of the kits, you can do them however you'd like. So if this is too much dimension for you, you absolutely don't have to do it this way. But I just can't resist. And I don't think I mentioned this yet, but remember this kit is only available for orders placed March the 16th through March the 31st, 2019, okay? So it ends March 31st. All right, so lastly, I'm gonna go to my little embellishment bag, and I'm just going to bring in these Coastal Cabana glitter enamel dots. I'm gonna go ahead and get these popped on. So I'm just going to use 3 of them. The smallest one is going to be for the gift bag at the end. So let's see, I think I want to do that one there. Then I'll do that one there and that one there. Okay, and there you have it. That finishes up card number 1. So fun. Okay, so I've got everything here for card number 2. I'm going to go ahead and get my Whisper White pieces for stamping. I've got my piercing mat again and also my Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I'm going to start by stamping my little 4-leaf clover here on this Whisper White stitched rectangle. So I'm just going to put this right there. Then I'm going to stamp my good luck sentiment. Just pop this right here. And then I'm going to add on to that the I believe in you. You could also do the you are amazing. It's up to you. I'm gonna do the I believe in you. Oh, that looks great. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this to the side. So I brought in some scratch paper and I'm gonna go back to my little 4-leaf clover here. And I am going to just have this 4-leaf clover cascading at a diagonal down the card. So I'm gonna start here and just start popping these on. Okay, isn't that a lot of fun? So there we go. So I am going to use the Daffodil Delight and Granny Apple Green to color on this card. So I'm going to start with my good luck, and I'm going to color in the word luck using Daffodil Delight. And this is one thing that I love about this Amazing Life stamp set. I love that there are these block letter words that you can color in. I think it's just a fun added element to this stamp set. Okay, so there's my luck. And then now I'm going to come in with Granny Apple Green and color in all of my 4-leaf clovers. And some of the ones here on this piece, they are going to get covered up, but I'm still going to go ahead and just color them all in. Don't you just love how that Granny Apple Green pops on the white? I love how that looks together. So let's go ahead and start putting this card together. So I've got a Granny Apple Green card base here. I'm just gonna fold that over, crease it. And then I am going to go ahead and add my little piece of gold foil down here towards the bottom of this piece of Whisper White. So, about an inch from the bottom, I guess. I'll add that on, and then I am going to pop this layer up with dimensionals. All right, I've got my backings off of my dimensionals, and I'm just centering that up, popping it onto the front of my card base. There we go. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add my stamped layer with dimensionals All right, and then I added dimensionals onto the back of the Flirty Flamingo layer. And I'm just going to go ahead and get this onto the front of my card. Yeah, right about there. So I am covering up most of that little 4-leaf clover, but that's okay. So I've got that there. Okay, so it bothered me that there wasn't any of the 4-leaf clover showing down here, so I literally just inked up that stamp again. I slid some scratch paper in, and I just stamped just a tiny bit of a clover in there, and I'm just gonna color it in. It just felt unbalanced, not like having that little space, that white space there. It didn't feel right. So I thought I was okay with it, but oh yes, yes, oh that's so much better. Okay, so sometimes you have to do stuff like that, right? So now we can finish up this card using some of these gold metallic pearls. I love these. You guys know I bought these back when the catalog, the Occasions catalog, or no, yeah, I bought these when the Occasions catalog went live. So these are from the annual catalog, but I didn't get these until January, and I forgot about them. So I thought, oh, these are gonna be perfect on this card. So I'm just putting one in the middle of that 4-leaf clover, and then I'm gonna pop just a couple more. So these come in gold and silver, and I love them. They're the perfect size, not too bulky. They already have adhesive. Just a lot of fun. So I'm glad I remembered these. I'll just pop one more there. Okay. And there you have it. Card number 2 is complete. So let's go on to card number 3. So I'm going to bring in the "So happy to have you in my life" sentiment. And I forgot to mention when I was talking about the supply list, but it was included in the supply list. You'll need an E-block to fit this sentiment, but all of the other sentiments and images in the stamp set will work with the D-block. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink up this stamp. Let me actually do it this way a little bit too. Just want to make sure I'm getting that life word really well. Okay, and then I'm going to center this up. So my camera ran out of room, so I got that stamped there. Now I'm going to stamp it again onto this piece of Coastal Cabana, but this time I'm just wanting to stamp the "To have you in my." That's what I'm focusing on. I want to stamp that onto this piece of Coastal Cabana. Center that, get that stamped on there. Okay, so I'm going to come in with my paper snips, and I am going to leave a tiny little border around this little banner, and I'm going to cut this little banner out. So I got my banner all cut out and added some dimensionals onto the back. So now I'm going to bring in this, and I am going to color in the word "happy" again using Daffodil Delight. So I will just get that all colored in. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add this little banner right on top here. Let's see, so yep, right about there. Okay, that looks good, and I'll put some dimensionals on the back of this piece, and then I'm going to pop this on top of this piece of Flirty Flamingo, which I've also die cut with the stitched rectangle framelit dies. Isn't that pretty? I love how that looks, really colorful. Okay, so for my card base, I've got a piece of Whisper White Thick. I just love Whisper White Thick. And then I've got some of this designer paper. This is from the Brights collection. Now when you get your kit, this is the Flirty Flamingo, but when you get your kit, you'll have one of the two patterns. So you might have this white polka dot pattern, or you might have the pink polka dot pattern. So it'll be one of the two, and you can see on my original, I had the other pattern. So it'll be one of the two included in your kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this on to the front of my card, just across the bottom. Then I've got this piece of Whisper White sheer ribbon, and I'm going to wrap this around the entire front of the card. So it's going to go around, and then the bow is going to tie over here off to the right hand side. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tied on. All right, so I am really impressed with how that bow turned out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this piece right on top, and then I'll trim down my ends of my bow there, the tails. So I want this just over here off to the left. Let's see, right about there, I think. Give that a press, that looks really cute. And then I'm just gonna trim down these ends just a tiny bit. Okay, I think that's good. And there you go. That finishes up card number 3. Okay, so I've got my pieces here for my gift bag. So I'm gonna start by stamping the happy birthday. So the way that I did it is I took a piece of washi tape and I inked up the happy birthday. Then I covered up the word birthday, and I just stamped the word happy like that. Then I inked this up again, and I covered up the word happy, and I just stamped the word birthday. Okay, so that's how I broke that up, really easy. And then I'm going to come in with my little cake, and I'm gonna stamp that right beneath my sentiment. And there you go. So I'm gonna color the cake the exact same way that I colored it on the birthday card, the very first card, the cake card. So I'm just using my Melon Mambo to go over the little swirls on the cake. Then Daffodil Delight Candle, and then just go over those little dots. Mango Melody Flame. Okay, so let's go ahead and build up the little tag. So you've got a stitched Melon Mambo rectangle here. I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna bring in this piece of mini sequin, black mini sequin trim. And I want the pretty side of the sequins, so the shiny side, I want that side to show on the front of my gift bag. So I'm gonna put that side face down. And I'm just basically gonna create like a little S shape here on the back. Actually, I think I'll put a little snail to help me hold this in place, yeah. Okay, so I wanna create a little S shape. So just stick that down. Keep my sequins face down, okay. Bring it around, and I want it to just hang over a little bit, hang over the edge on both sides. Okay, just like that. I think that looks great. So that's how I want that. You can see how I did that little S shape. And then you can just use Scotch tape to adhere this down, like I said earlier, but I'm gonna use my tear and tape. And just stick that And just stick that right down. So then when you flip it over, you've got this cute little bit that hangs over the edge. So now I'm gonna go ahead and add dimensionals on this, and then I'll just pop that cake up in the center, leaving a little bit of space from the top for my little clip. Okay, press that down. I actually think I'm gonna trim down this side a little bit. Make it a little shorter, okay. Okay, so there's our little decorative piece to go onto our bag. And to finish that little piece off, I'm just gonna add this final little glitter enamel dot here. And just pop it over there off to the side. Okay, so this piece is ready to go. Let's get our bag situated. So you're gonna have this piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock in the kit. I've already scored it for you at 1 inch, 3 inch, and 7 3/4 inches. So just give that a nice crease on all of those score lines. And this will just help give the bag some shape and also some color and decoration. So there's that. So I'm gonna add this piece of the Daffodil Delight designer paper from the Brights. So in my original, you can see I had this little striped piece. So I am going to use the polka dots on this one. So I'll just add some snail adhesive. And I'll just adhere this right in the center here, the inside center of this piece. It's right about there, that looks good. So in your kit, you'll have one of these patterns for this project. So it'll vary, but you'll have one of either of these Daffodil Delight ones. So then I'm gonna take my bag and just get it ready here. Kind of get the bottom ready to be shaped. Okay, now I'm going to take my little insert, just like this, and this piece is gonna go in the bottom of the bag to give it some shape and stability. I'm just gonna get that in there. Gonna press it down, help shape that bag. Okay. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. And then I'm actually just going to fold over this little bottom flap, and I'm gonna adhere this flap to the bottom with tear and tape, just to kind of secure that piece so that it'll sit flat a little bit better. Okay, I've got my backing off of that tear and tape. Just gonna press into the bag and adhere that little piece. Now you could adhere that piece down with some regular Scotch tape, but I wanted to use the tear and tape. Okay, so there we go. Our bag is ready. So now all you've got to do is put your little treat. You can put candy, you can put some bath goodies, you can put a mini lotion and spray set, a lip treatment like a scrub for your lips and a gloss. You know, there's a lot of different things you can put inside, some jewelry. I am going to put some shreddy and then this little self-kelp marine mineral face mask. It's the perfect size. I love a good face mask. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the shred in. You can get shred anywhere. Okay, and now all I've got to do is pinch in my bag, pull over this little top, this little flap, pull that over, and then you just take your little tag, take your little gold library clip, clip it on, and there you have a super cute, sweet little gift package. Isn't that great? Look at that. I love it. I probably need a little bit more shreddy over here so you can't see the face mask as much, but isn't that so cute? I love this. So, so, so cute. And there you have it. All right, so I hope that you guys have enjoyed my Amazing Life free card kit. I absolutely love it, and I just love this coordinating little gift set that you can create. So much fun. So again, all you have to do to receive this free card kit as a gift in the mail from me is simply place a minimum $40 order in my online Stampin' Up! Store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. Make sure that you always use the host code unless your order is $150 or greater, because you will qualify for Stampin' Rewards and you will still receive this free kit in the mail from me. And don't forget, we're coming to the close of celebration, so you might as well bump that $40 up to $50 so that you can get this free card kit and also choose a free celebration goodie. This kit is available for all orders placed March 16th through March 31st in my online Stampin' Up! Store. So thank you guys so much. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will be back again very soon with another tutorial. Bye now.